Hello and welcome to another video. We're currently looking at a Kymco Mini LS Comfort. This has had quite a few issues there. We changed the batteries on it and it's completely dead. I'll show you there now. Firstly, we'll make sure it's in neutral or in drive. So back is drive. That's in drive. I'll switch it off. Switch it on again. Solid green light, which indicates it is good to go. Won't go. You can slightly hear the brake going off on it, releasing to go. Now, another issue I noticed as well is if I put this in neutral to push it, it won't push it. So what I reckon is going on with this machine is the brake is seized up on it completely. Therefore, there's no way of actually that motor being able to go. Again, now I'm getting this flash on the screen, on the display. Watch this. Nine flashes. That means the brake is in the neutral position. So we'll put this back, switch it off, switch it on again, try to go. If I try to help the machine, I've had it before, it will try and go. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is, I think the safest bet is to take the brake off this, and that's what we're going to do, because at least then I can see if the brake is faulty and it's stopping this from going. Well then, when I take this brake off, this should drive no problem. So that's the first step anyway. So let's get started. So take off the seat. Take off this. And this splits apart here. Okay, I have this split apart now. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take off this wheel. Just need a little flathead here. And I reckon like a 17 or a 19 socket in there then. We'll get that apart. Okay, so it turned out it's actually a 12 or a 13. Now, you see this part here? Let me zoom in. See that little square here? Do not lose that. That's the key for the wheel. That locks the axle to the wheel. If that's missing, the thing will just sit there freewheeling. So, yeah, it's in here, but we do not want to lose that. So put that somewhere safe. Okay, like there. So right, we're in on the brake side of it now. I can see some rust on the brake, see here? And that would tell me is a possibility that this thing is actually seized up. So what I'm gonna do now is, you see these little Allen heads here? Them? I'm gonna undo all them and take off this brake. Now it's worth noting, if you're doing this, take a photo of the whole machine right now. You know which way the brake is, etc. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off with the Allen keys. It can be hard to get off, but we'll try it. Okay, so we have the brake off. There's nothing obvious with it. There seems to be any issue, apart from the fact there's a lot of rust, and I can see orange down here as well. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cable tie this somewhere away from where it joins together, and I'll get the wheel back on and try and drive it. Obviously for me that's fine. Do not put an elderly person on it, because at the end of the day, if there's a hill outside, well, they ain't stopping, you know. Okay, so I have the brake disconnected. I have the scooter on, good to go. And it's working. So what was actually happening was the brake was seized on the motor. And therefore, that's why it wouldn't move. Like on this, like if you have a fault on this, that green LED here will flash a certain amount of times to signify a fault code. So like yesterday, bar the fact that I had the brake off earlier and it gave the 9 flashes for a brake fault because it was in neutral. But yesterday when I turned it on after trying it a few times, I kept getting 2 flashes, which indicates a motor fault. But yeah, so essentially that's a seized brake. I think I have another one here that might do the job. It's off the same brand as scooter, but it's a different model. But effectively, it's a seized brake is what stopped this. What can actually happen is, like, if anyone just kept trying it and trying it, eventually you're going to get burning on the motor. And then what would happen then is you could have a motor issue potentially requiring reconditioning or replacement of the back motor. And because that's a brushless motor inside that, meaning you can't take out the motor brushes, well, you know, it's a bit more work. It's a professional involved. So yeah, so far it's looking like a brake fault has basically seized up the back end of the machine, stopped it from moving. And the second we disconnected the brake, it's moving. No problem at all. Okay, so right, I'm gonna go and take this back apart again and see if I can fit this other brake on it. Not after maybe seeing if I can actually unseize this existing brake as well. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Now, what's getting me with this is I've taken this off and there's nothing obvious there. Even when I take off this, doesn't seem to be any issue. What gets me with the whole thing is, like, whatever about it not, if there was like a fault with it and it wouldn't drive, like, so essentially when you go to press the button to go, it releases this and sends power to the motor in quick succession. And when you let go, then it locks it back in. So like a brake on a mobility scooter is always on. And when you drive the machine, then it essentially releases the brake. It's like called a brake solenoid. Now, the issue I have with the whole thing is, even when you put it into the neutral and you move this lever to go into neutral, the brake won't freewheel. It won't just move around on its own. So it's like it's seized whether it's on or off. And there's no obvious signs of anything. So I'm gonna, just in terms of manufacturing tolerance, I'm gonna put this back together, but I'm not gonna tighten the crap out with the screws going back on. And I'm gonna see if there is a difference between it going into neutral and drive when I move that red lever, and take it from there. Okay, so the brake is back on. I've tightened this up normal, but not crazy. And it is moving. So like, if you imagine when this is on here and that's in neutral, that kind of shape resembles, like, if you know, a 50p coin in the UK. So that kind of slots into where this bolt is. And essentially when this is in neutral, that thing will just move around inside it. So I'm wondering, was it just essentially like welded together just from sitting up? Because this machine was sitting up for about a year. So I'm gonna fit the brake. I'm gonna join the wires back on here. And I'm gonna see if the brake will release and drive now. And we'll go from there. Now, something else to watch. Again, that little 50p coin and this, let me just zoom in here. That little shape, the octagon type shape, and this must line up. So when you put this on, you'll see it's not lined up. What you do is make sure it's obviously in neutral so that it can move around that bit in the inside, and just keep turning it. There you go, and it'll find its spot. Now the next thing, we know this is in neutral, so when we're putting this back on, you see this one here, or sorry, this one with the person pushing it here, that's to the front. So we'll know, like this, that's pointed towards the front. It lines up all the screw holes. And what we're gonna do initially is put all these 3 screws or bolts back in loosely. Because if we put one in nice and tight, and you see the way that's not lined in here, then the rest of them could have issues, okay? I'm gonna tighten this one up. I'm just initially gonna hand tighten first. Now, if you have an Allen key like I do, because I don't know where my T Allen key set is, where I can grab them. But what you can do is when you tighten these, very gently, get a small spanner and put that on there, line it up, see this, and get an extra. Again, with one hand, not easy, but with 2 hands, just get an extra nick out of it. Obviously, you won't be holding the camera at the time, but you can use that to leverage your Allen keys there. Okay. So we're gonna put the wheel back on, see if it freewheels, and then from there, we'll actually see if it'll actually drive and release the brake properly. So once we connect the wires up, we'll be good to go. Okay, so that's ready to go. Try and move that, it's locked in. Now let's see, pull this, working. So it's releasing and driving. So that means we're in business. But that concludes our repair of the Mini LS mobility scooter. And thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.